Dr. Cecil as high school guidance counselor. Anonymous student.
Next! Grab a seat. Alright, you got 5 minutes before the lunch bell. So what's your problem?
Boys are stupid.
Yeah, I married one, so.
Like, I was walking down the hall. There's this guy that I really like, and I liked him for a few days now, and I didn't know what to say to him. I was so nervous. And I walked up to him, and I decided to use a pickup line. I walked up to him, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a photographer, and I've been looking for a face like yours." And did you know what he said to me? He was like, "I'm a plastic surgeon, and I've been looking for a face like yours."
Tip number 1, never use a cheesy pickup line. It will backfire.
So, I think he was interested in me, because like, the next day I decided to try again, and I asked him out, and he said yes! He said yes! And I was so happy! And we decided to meet each other at Taco Bell, and so the next day, it was Saturday night, and I came late, okay? I came late, but it wasn't my fault. And he was really mad at me. But it was daylight savings time. I was not supposed to know. Daylight savings time is over, just like my relationship.
Tip number 2, be on time to date. And look at your calendar.
Wasn't that enough? Well, guess what happened next? He was like, "Well, since we're here, we might as well eat." So I was like, "Okay," and he was like, "Okay," and we sat there, we ordered, and I didn't know what to say. He wasn't talking, I wasn't talking, so I decided to say something, and I was like, "Is my eye crusty?" And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I had pink eye. I don't know." And I was so confused.
Tip number 3, got cross my eye, go to the doctor, and don't say anything stupid.
3 months later.
Next. How's your day?
Good. You have 5 minutes till lunch bell. So what's your problem?
Well, remember the guy from 3 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Me and him, we worked things out, but we don't talk much anymore. But anywho, I met his best friend, and he's such a nice guy. And like, we've been doing stuff together, we have so much in common, we go to church together, and I see him at youth group sometimes, and we're going to graduate in the same class, and we're going to go to the same university, and it's just going to be spectacular. Oh, and like, I don't know, like I keep thinking he's the one, but I mean, we're not forcing any relationship, he's not forcing me, and I'm not forcing him, we're just being patient, and building a foundation, and so, well, I've been having a friend, actually she's my cousin, and she's been giving me advice, like, throughout all this time, and this is her.
Hi, Doctor.
Hi. She's married.
5 years. Not a very big rock, but it's not about that stuff alone.
Very true.
It is.
Yeah, and so I just came here today just to ask, how can I make my relationship, my friendship with him, more Christ-like, more Christ-centered?
Well, that's a really excellent question.
I think so too.
I think you're on the right track. You have a great friend you can rely on, and she's your family, and she will be a good example and leader in how to form a good relationship, and continue praying together, and continue going to church together as well. I think you're doing great. And challenge each other. And if you feel like there's some challenges ahead, rely on your friend.
Oh yes, he's very supportive.
That's
And so
really
is my
good.
cousin.
Very good.
And I just conceived.